Good morning, welcome back. It is Sunday. Hope your day is going well. I'm going to kind of have a little bit of a different theme today. It's just a random weekend pickups. Been pretty busy. Friday evening and all day Saturday. Friday evening went to a basketball game west of Indianapolis. Wanted to stop at a couple stores there, check out a few things. Did go to Half Price Books. While I was there, picked up a few books. They had several, but I picked up a few. Got this collector's series, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Legacy of Greatness. And it's just one of these magazines that just kind of chronicles Dale Jr.'s career, has a lot of photos, a little bit of information, so fun little read there. Then we have from 2012, Sports Illustrated preview. So again, just kind of goes over a little bit of NASCAR history and a little bit of the preview of the upcoming 2012 season. I don't buy this particular magazine very often. This one was kind of different. So it's Racer magazine, and it's got, there you see the Chip Ganassi team featured, and basically it just a lot of stories of different racing features, but it's got a big article on Chip Ganassi and his racing programs. And again, much like that 2005 or whatever it was season-ending issue of the NASCAR Press Guide, this isn't a season end, but it's a 2019 NASCAR preview and press guide. You know, I've not seen these around, so absolutely I'm going to pick it up. Of course, it's got all your driver bios, track bios. Looks like we got different. Of course, it's loaded up with ads and so forth. But always enjoy these, especially back in the day when you didn't have access to the internet. These were always just great reading material for when you had a little downtime. So, yesterday, had a couple things going on. One, couple retail finds here, nothing major. Was at a Target, found a Ben Rhodes from last year and a Hailie Deegan from last year. I know I might have one more of these, I can't remember, but I don't recall picking this one up, so I did want to add those to what I've got. So in the morning, I went to Fast Times Indoor Karting down on the north side of Indianapolis. I'll get to what I picked up there here in just a few minutes. But I went to, later on, my wife and I went over to the west side of Indy, actually Brownsburg, at the American Legion post out there. They were having a racing memorabilia show. Well, I thought it was going to be kind of big like the normal ones around the Indy 500 time. Well, it wasn't. They had a few merch tables, a few drivers out there, and so forth. But let me see what I got. I kind of got everything spread out here. I went to one table. There was a lady sitting there, and she talked about, she had just information about a track in Illinois that I've never heard of, Coles County Speedway, and this is their schedule for 2025. I'm going to have to go check them out. There's their website, but I'm going to have to go check them out. And she was talking about the area of Illinois that she was from. Well, I'm familiar with that part of Illinois. And she's like, well, you need to come see us. I said, absolutely. We'll try to make a point this summer to come out there. And she gave me a free t-shirt with the track logo on it. So we go out there this summer. I'll definitely be sporting this shirt. Always like my gray t-shirts because they're nice in hot weather. Like I say, there was a few drivers there from a few different disciplines. Oh, before we get to that, Winchester Speedway had a booth there. This is their 2025 racing schedule. Ooh, Jeffrey Earnhardt Driving School, interesting. But lots of cool stuff out there. May go check some of that out. So got that. So a few of the drivers that were there, most of these I've never heard of. Owen Barr. Apparently this is a sprint car division, or a midget or something, not real sure. Kayla Martin. So there's a little bit about Kayla. Again, a lot of these drivers I've never heard of. So another Kayla Roll. and that's a blank back. And then Jake Roll, I'm guessing perhaps a brother, but again, another blank back. Have to find some information, see when these folks race. Maybe go check them out, support their tracks as well. And then, of course, friend of the channel, Brayton Laster, was there. He's got new hero cards for this season. They're don't have the exact dimensions. They're a little smaller than your traditional hero cards, but they're very nice. Like these, a nice stock. So that's the front and the back photo. Did get a signed one, of course, because he knows I like to have an unsigned one and a signed one. And we did pick up an extra of each of those. So again, I may have a giveaway coming up in the future. So we'll just have to hang on to that. And also his little sticker. He's got the new stickers this year. Last year it had the little pizza guy. This year it's got the delicious pizza there melting. So we'll put the pizza there right. No, let's put it at the base of Kyle Larson. So he'll so Kyle's got to not trip on the pizza. I'm gonna adjust the camera here just a minute. So hopefully this tripod's nice. It's just a little rough sometimes. So there is that. Went to another booth that was in there and picked up some nice hero cards. The lady there, I was talking with her for a little while. She had a tub full of hero cards, was going through them, and she made me a really, really nice offer on the ones that I set aside. But her and her husband do a lot of these merch shows, mem shows, whatever. We're going to start off with a Jeff Gordon. I think that's 2002 maybe. Yep, 2002. Some of these are blank back, but I'm not going to flip them over. Early 2000s, Sam Hornish Jr. in the IRL, when they were still sponsored by Northern Light. If you don't know what Northern Light was, it was a search engine. Tony Stewart, former NASCAR Cup champion. Nice looking card there. A little bit smaller one here, KV Racing, Tony Kanaan from the IRL. This is an older one. This is probably from 1990 or thereabouts, 89 or 90. Scott Pruitt with True Sports. It's a team that Jim Truman started. He passed away in 1986 of cancer. And Jim Truman is the paternal grandfather, no, I'm sorry, the maternal grandfather of Austin Cindric. 1987-88 thereabouts, Roberto Guerrero for Andy Granatelli Racing. Another one here of Tony Stewart when he was in the IRL. A lot of people don't know he ran a few seasons early on then. I always like getting these because they're just unique in style. But Scott Dixon, the Target ones, and they're super thick. Target does a great job, or did a great job, on their hero card marketing. Former Busch Series champion Randy LaJoie when he was driving for James Finch. The legendary Super Tex A.J. Foyt. We have a Red Bull one of Patrick Carpentier. Red Bull stuff is a little bit difficult to find, but it does pop up. Sarah Fisher, when she was co-owner of that team. We have Tony Stewart. This one's pretty cool, from 2002. An IROC. So I'm going to zoom in here and show you the drivers. Looks like we got Stewart and Marlin and Little Al, and I think that's Hornish back there. I think it's Danny Lasowski. Drawing a blank on that guy. We'll come back to him in a minute. Dale Jarrett. Harvick's there. I can't tell who that's between Harvick and... might be Buddy Lazier. Then Elio and Jack Sprague and Bobby Labonte. So who is the one we missed? Scott Sharp. Okay. So not too bad, but pretty cool. I might have to take that one around and try to get as many signed as I can. Another Red Bull, Eddie Cheever Jr. Got a couple more hero cards here. This one's probably a hard to find one. Casey Mears, when he ran few races for Gallus, again, in the Indy Racing Northern Light Series, the IRL. So Casey Mears before he came to NASCAR. Justin Wilson. Of course, Justin passed away from injuries in a crash at Pocono. a few years back. Another tragic story, Dan Weldon. And then these last two, this one I'll show you the back. I thought this was super cool. 2000 Indy 500 Andy Hillenburg. This is the same Andy Hillenburg that owns the Fast Track ARCA team. So there's a good picture of Andy and his career highlights at the time. But a cool little hero card of that. And then this one was probably my favorite one. The AJ Foyt one. A couple cars that he owned. And then some cars that he raced. So I thought that was a lot of fun there. Picking those up. So more to go in the hero card PC. Have to get those sorted and put away. And then the final thing of the day. Again, we'll go back to the... beginning of the day where we were talking about the Fast Times indoor karting. There's a Pro-Am charity race that was going on. And there was a few drivers there, former IndyCar drivers like Scott Harrington and Jimmy Kite were there. Current driver Stingray Robb was there. I didn't get a chance to get his auto, but a couple people that I did get autos of is current IMS president Doug Bowles. So that they don't show up well on these cards because they're foil. That one shows up nicely. Very, very nice man. Really appreciated the time he took. But then their guest or celebrity starter, former Colts tight end, Ken Dilger. So got a few cards of him, all from 1998. But there you see Mr. Dilger signed those three. Both fellows were very nice, very generous with their time. Really do appreciate it. So it was a good time. It was an endurance race. I think it was 2 hours long, and the drivers would take a stint, race for 10 or 12 minutes. Then they'd stop the race. They'd change drivers, come in, and then they'd restart. And I think they had 10 different stints. But it was pretty fun. And then you'd see the drivers go back and forth. Different levels of drivers of different experience because you had the pro drivers that would start, and then most of the pro drivers ended the race, but in between, different people have different levels of experience, at Fast Times. I think there was like silver and gold and different, I can't really remember how it was all laid out, but it's pretty interesting, pretty fun. If they do it again next year, I'll definitely go back and watch. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, oh, no, one more thing. I just looked over and seen this. Another booth that I went to, I seen this, these two cards, and the guy had a price on it, and I told him I was interested in it. Didn't try to finagle him down because it was a good price. But, I'll go ahead and show you the cards. It's a 99 wheels high gear and a 99 wheels certified autographs of Kenny Irwin. They're in these nice screw downs. Looks like they're recessed so the cards aren't getting pressed in there. And there you see this COA basically that the wheels authenticates it. And based on autographs that I've seen of Kenny, they are, they look spot on. But from what the gentleman said is that these weren't inserted into packs because I guess when the sets were being released, even though they're 99 sets, maybe they were released in 2000 after Kenny's passing, and Press Pass didn't feel right putting these into the set. So the guy told me that that Press Pass gave all the autograph cards to Kenny's parents, and I guess at an estate sale or something, I think Kenny's dad passed away. I'm not 100% sure. I don't recall the gentleman's story. But he said he went to an auction or an estate sale or something and bought these. And, it does make sense, that maybe they gave them out to their friends or family or kept some or whatever. This card is on the trading card database. This card is not. So, I thought that was pretty cool find, pretty cool pickup, and definitely a nice add to the collection. So, glad I looked over and seen that. Wanted to share it with you. But, as always, thanks again for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Sorry this is a bit of a longer video, but I had a lot to squeeze in. But I knew you guys, and I hope you guys would like it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see you tomorrow.